Hey guys, I'm a father who lost his son to fentanyl, and this is how I fight back. I have a small voice, but if you hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, it helps the channel, and it helps circulate these videos, and it helps make people more fentanyl aware. The more videos that are seen, the more people that are hooked on fentanyl can maybe get some information to help save their lives. My name is Gary. I'm an alcoholic and an addict in recovery, and I lost my son September 20th of 2022. And this is also a way that I make amends to my son. It's a living amends. My living amends is to stay sober and make people fentanyl aware. Fentanyl is an extremely dangerous and highly addictive drug. I'm sure a lot of you people know somebody who's died from fentanyl or who's had to been brought back to life from fentanyl with a drug called Narcan. Everybody should keep Narcan in the house or in their vehicle, just in case. You never know when you're going to be able to save that life, especially if you work around a bunch of addicts. Maybe they gather around your building, or maybe you've got an addict in the family. You never know when it's going to save someone's life. The drug is made in communist China. 98% of it comes out of China, and it's shipped to the Sinaloa cartel in Mexico, where they mix it up in buckets and bathtubs, in barns and in sheds. And it's not a very clean process, and it's not a very, there's no scientists dosing the drug, so it's just a bunch of idiots pouring it into and making it into pills, and they've got pill presses, and they try to replicate the drugs that you would see in a pharmacy. Xanax is a very popular drug, Xanny bars on the streets, right? Vicodin, ecstasy, codeine. They put it in coke, meth, that's cocaine, and in crystal meth, and in marijuana. The reason they do that is it's so highly addictive. You could have never done a drug in your life. You could be living a clean life, and somebody who takes that drug for the first time is instantly hooked. It's that powerful. So they hook you and they reel you in, and they just keep scattering these drugs throughout the United States. We've got a wide open border that we could do that with now. And kids are dying daily. Some fentanyl statistics here, you guys. We lost 110,000 people last year to fentanyl in 2022. In 2021, just under 100,000. In 2020, 75,000. By the end of this guy's presidency, the guy who's in the White House right now, we're going to be 500,000 kids are going to be dead that were living, breathing members of society. And their families are left with this wreckage. 500,000, just like my family, just like my son. So be careful, you guys. If you know somebody hooked on fentanyl, get them help. Wait till they're down and out, low, feeling depressed. That's when to approach them and help them. It's, I got to tell you, here's how dangerous it is, right? My son died in Long Beach, California, okay, in a CVS parking lot. And I talked to the coroner, the Long Beach City coroner, and she told me they were calling in bodies within a one or 2 mile radius. I don't remember if it was 1 or 2 miles, but a 1 or 2 mile radius around my son's body. They were calling him in every 8 minutes. The morgue was full. It took us a couple of weeks just to get his body processed and ready to get cremated. Because the morgues were so backed up, and the funeral homes. It's a terrible thing that's happening to our country. Subscribe to my channel It gives me a voice. It gives me a lot. Every time somebody hits the subscribe button, it gives me a louder voice. Every time somebody gives me a thumbs up, it gives me a louder voice, because it builds slowly and people see the videos. The way to fight back, if you are hooked on fentanyl, right? Well, here first, if you know somebody hooked on fentanyl, wait till they're down and out. Wait till they're a little more on the depressed side and try to help them. We are very difficult to love when we are in the midst of our illness, when we are in the middle of our illness. We are moody, we are liars, we cheat, we steal, we do whatever we can to feed that addiction. Now, if you're an addict, if you're addicted to fentanyl, number one, I got to tell you, it's not your fault. Okay? Yeah, you've probably been lying, cheating, stealing to feed that addiction, but it's not your fault. There is a way out. There's a way out of this. The way out is to get help. You have to tell somebody that you love, somebody that you know that can help you, and either get into a rehab or start going to Narcotics Anonymous meetings, Alcoholics Anonymous meetings, Cocaine Anonymous meetings, methamphetamine, crystal meth anonymous meetings. You'll find a group of people there, right, that have gone through exactly what you're going through. When you're detoxing off of fentanyl, it's going to feel like you're going to die, right? It takes 2 weeks to a month to start feeling better again. But I posted a video just before this one where if you plan it out with people that love you, you can get off this thing. You're going to feel like you're going to die, but you're not going to die. Okay? Meetings. When you get out of rehab, if you go to rehab, you build your meeting count up. Surround yourself with people that are trying to do the same thing that you're doing, which is stay clean and sober a day at a time. That's what I do, a day at a time. I went to a meeting today. I went to one on Monday. It's just a part of my life. It's what I do. I talk to addicts throughout the day, and I try to help other people. So that's what we do when we get sober. So we go from a meaningless life to a life that's purposeful and useful. And if you're suffering from addiction, you know that you're not being of use, and you're not living your life to your maximum potential. You know, if you've helped someone today, if you've gone out of your way and done something selfless, then you're living to your maximum potential. That's what God wants us to do. So I believe, and so does the program of Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous, anything anonymous. You know, my face is in this book every day, almost every day. We believe that you're suffering from a spiritual malady. It's an illness of the mind, body, and spirit. Okay, and when we get sober, we correct those things. We try to get the mind, body, and spirit in alignment, because we've been beating the hell out of ourselves for so long that we're whacked out. Sobriety is a process, you guys, and it can be difficult in the beginning, but life gets better, and we learn how to deal with life and all the curveballs that life throws at us. I was just dealt a curveball on Monday, and a life-changing curveball. But I know that I'm going to be okay because I'm sober, and I have a higher power working in my life. I can't explain to you exactly how that works, but when I go to bed at night, I say my prayers. When I get up in the morning, I say my prayers, and I've racked up some pretty good days being sober. So you guys can join me. It's a great way to live your life. There is hope. Tune in next time, you guys. I'll make a video tomorrow or the next day. Subscribe to my channel. I started making these videos, just to let you know, I started making these videos the day I lost my son. I made a video. Didn't know anything about it, didn't know how to post it or anything like that. My nephew showed me how to do it on YouTube. So on my first video, if you subscribe to the channel, you could scroll down to the very bottom. The first video is the day I lost my son. And then it's a whole video on how I stay sober, how I stayed sober through that loss. Don't let your families go through the same loss that I just went through. You guys, you are stronger than you think. And if you don't believe in God, fake it. Pray anyways, and watch what happens. Miracles happen around prayer, you guys. I promise you that. I promise you.